how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex. I'm with Fresh Start Monday. If you are new to the channel, go ahead, hit that subscription button along with the bell notification so you can get updates on whatever it is I make a video on. My channel's pretty random. Today, what I'm going to go through is just an article I came across involving making a murder. Stephen Avery, Blaine Dassey. This isn't new information, but it is just something that I want to put onto my channel and kind of, I don't know, just add more to the videos I already have. Just kind of help people get a more clear picture, because like I said in past videos, not everyone's balls deep in making a murder, and they might not be actively looking things up. So what I want to go through today, let me see if I can find that article again. Clicked out of it. Darn. All right, let me type it in here. It is just about Bobby Dassey and Blaine Dassey, and here we go. Alright, I'll put it up on the screen here so you guys can read along with me. Making a murder witness, Blaine Dassey says he lied during trial testimony. So if you're not familiar who Blaine Dassey is, he is the younger brother of Bobby Dassey. And I'm just going to kind of go through this article and read a little bit about it and give some commentary and go forward through that. So, a witness in the trial of convicted killer Stephen Avery claims he lied on the stand. Blaine Dassey, Avery's nephew, says he was pressured to lie by authorities, but is now telling the truth about what happened around the time freelance photographer Teresa Halbach disappeared in 2005. Blaine Dassey's brother Brendan was convicted of helping Avery kill Halbach. Dassey and Avery's stories became famous through the Netflix film Making a Murder. So we're all familiar with the story and the documentary. I am not sure when the next season's going to come out, but I would imagine it's coming out fairly soon. I know they've been working on it for a while, and I'm sure most of you are anticipating seeing it as much as I am. In the new affidavit filed Friday, Blaine Dassey said that his testimony at Avery's trial was not true when he described seeing the fire Avery's burn barrel on October 31st, 2005. That is the day Halbach was last confirmed alive. Prosecutors argued that Avery killed her and burned her remains and effects in the burn barrel and or in the nearby burn pit. Blaine Dassey also says the flames in Avery's bonfire later that night were about 3 feet high. The police tried to pressure me into saying the flames of the bonfire were much higher, so at trial I testified that the flames of the bonfire were 4 to 5 feet high, but that testimony was not true. Dassey now is a sworn affidavit. The police put the height of the flames in my head, and I agreed to do it, Dassey explained. So, just like nothing new here with Manitowoc and just all the prosecutors and everyone else involved in this case. A lot of it's fabricated. A lot of people were coaxed into saying things that weren't true, and it's all going to come falling down sooner rather than later. You can't keep these lies held up forever, and the truth is going to come out. So this is where it gets interesting. Furthermore, Blaine Dassey now claims he saw his brother Bobby drive a bluish or greenish vehicle heading toward Mishicot on State Highway 147 on the day Halbach disappeared. Highway 147 runs along the north side of the Avery salvage yard. Blaine said Bobby Dassey was not home the rest of the evening Halbach disappeared. You can go back and look at my other videos, more specifically the one with Blaine Dassey and where I talk about Scott Todick and Bobby Dassey and that Highway 147. and that little theory that goes along with that. Would be good for you to go watch if this is something that interests you. Going forward, Avery's defense attorney Kathleen Zellner argued through an attached supplemental motion that the strange vehicle Blaine claims his brother Bobby was driving was the same color as Halbach's Toyota RAV4. Halbach's vehicle was later found hidden at the Avery salvage yard by volunteer searchers the weekend immediately following Halbach's disappearance. Zellner seems to suggest, but does not directly state, that Blaine might have seen Bobby driving Halbach's SUV. Zellner also says other witnesses saw the SUV near the site of an old dam along Highway 147 not far from the Avery salvage yard, and that authorities did not properly investigate such leads. Those implications, if true, would cast doubt on the state's theory of the case that Brendan Dassey and Stephen Avery killed Halbach, and Halbach's car remained under Stephen Avery's control between the date of her death and the date her car was discovered. Blaine Dassey also said Bobby had primary access to the family's computer, which defense attorney Zellner argues was full of violent pornography images depicting the rape and torture of women in an uncanny resemblance to Halbach. Blaine Dassey said he only used the computer to do homework and sometimes to send instant messages. He said he at no time searched for pornography or for news reports about Halbach's case from the computer. Zellner believes the pornography on the computer was primarily viewed by Bobby Dassey, and it was the evidence Avery should have been able to use in the trial to deem Bobby Dassey an alternative suspect. This is another thing that I touch on in that video of what was actually found on that Dassey computer. Very disturbing stuff was found, and there was actually photos of Teresa Halbach on that computer. And this is something that another reason why I wanted to make this video today, so people have it fresh in their mind, they're not forgetting, and it is going to be answered for, because why on earth would a picture of Teresa be on the Dassey computer along with all those mutilated women, the rape videos? It's very troubling stuff. And when Bobby Dassey's on the stand, do you trust him? In the same court filing, Avery himself says Bobby Dassey might have been involved in the Halbach murder. Zellner further pointed on computer records, including the pornography and sexually explicit chat logs, cell phone records, and inconsistent prior statements to cast Bobby Dassey as having potential involvement with the crime. Avery maintained his innocence after Halbach photographed a vehicle of his family's salvage yard in 2005 and then disappeared. Several days later, her camera, phone, electronics, SUV, and charred remains were discovered in a burn pit and a burn barrel near Avery's trailer. Avery and his nephew Brendan were convicted in separate 2006 trials for murdering Halbach. Avery was famous regionally before the 2005 Halbach disappearance. After 18 years behind bars, he was exonerated of the 1985 rape charge, which DNA evidence later proved he did not commit. No persons other than Avery and Brendan Dassey have been charged with the crime in relation to the Halbach case. So this is at Law and Crime, Dan Abrams production. That's where the article's from. I'll put a link in the description here. But it's just, I haven't watched the documentary in a while since I was watching it so much before. It's nothing new. I do Google the names of a lot of the main characters in this often, and just I'm kind of waiting for something new to pop up and see what happens. I think we all know with a positive mind that this is going to get turned around for Stephen and Brendan. Everyone wants to see that. And I just think the biggest things here right now are looking at all these alternative suspects and really finding out where they were, what they were doing, digging deep into that computer, seeing who had access to it, when everything was accessed, and being able to bring that into court, and just having people other than Steven and Brennan be suspects, because that was what was missing in the previous cases. So what do you guys think? What do you think of what was found on the computer? Are there any videos that you guys want me to do? Any testimonies? Anybody you want me to do a video on? I am open to it. Just leave a comment below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, hit that subscription button. And I will see you guys next time.